The work by the Arkansas Department of Transportation has really only just begun as the snow begins to melt. You heard Dan just talk about the concern of a refreeze. Let's find out what the plan is to keep those roads open through the weekend. We're joined now by Arkansas Department of Transportation's Dave Parker. Dave, once again, thank you for taking time out. He has been a frequent guest here on KNWA. All right, the big question we saw, in fact, last night on my drive back to home after work, I'll be honest, the interstate was rough. Today it looked fantastic. How do we keep it that way? How do we get through this, obviously what's headed for tonight, this possible and concerning refreeze?
We're going to be applying a rock salt, straight rock salt to areas that will refreeze. We know we're going to get refreeze. There's been, this was a pretty good storm, and I shot in the gut the last 24 hours. A lot of snow has fallen, and there's a lot of moisture on the roadway. So we know we're going to get refreeze. We're concerned about that. We've done a lot of plowing situation, roads in northwest Arkansas in fairly good shape, not back to normal, but fairly good shape. But we'll put out the rock salt, try to maintain that black ice a little bit, try to control it a little bit, make it as safe as possible. But we know Saturday morning it's going to be even colder, of course. So still a concern for us as well as the drivers.
Is that the key word there? Maintain it, because we don't want to put the fear in these drivers, but we don't want to make them overconfident either and get out there and think that everything's a-okay. How do we just maintain it or control it?
Well, it's kind of, I use a lot of sports analogies. So, we made a lot of progress today. So we may, maybe we're a little bit ahead of things right now. We're doing okay. But we know with the temperatures falling and black ice coming in, things will be back even, if you will. So let's just maintain that we got a lot of work done this afternoon from 9, 10 in the morning until 3, 4 o'clock. That we got a lot of plowing done. We got the roads in decent shape compared to what it was 24 hours ago. So we're just going to try to hold our spot right now. We know black ice is going to be a concern. So by putting down that rock salt, it will help us. It will create a little grit, a little traction. It will work in a lot of places, bridges and overpasses, maybe break it up a little bit so there's something there versus a solid sheet of ice. And then in the morning, we'll just get back out there and try to plow that away. But so, if we can maintain the current slight lead we have of Mother Nature, then by tomorrow, maybe we pick it back up.
Hey, just about 20 quick seconds here as you look back over the last 24 hours. The I-49 in northwest Arkansas did fairly well. Fort Smith had a lot of issues. I think that I-40 eastbound heading into Little Rock had a lot of issues. What was the culprit there?
A lot of snowfall. That band that came through Fort Smith, closer to home here, Little Rock, Mena, Hot Springs, a lot of snowfall. That's where most of the accidents occurred. Interstate 30, 40, closer to us because we had the higher snow totals.
All right, Dave Parker, once again, I know you've got a tall order ahead, a lot more to take care of tonight. Thanks again, Arkansas Department of Transportation. Thanks for your time on this.